This is why we do tests before starting a stream. Attempt number 2. And that registered as well? It did register as well. Excellent. All right, let's try this once more. Okay, I think it's coming through now correctly. Excellent, excellent. Huzzah! Audio tests abound. Ah, I'm grabbing the last of my stuff and then I'm actually going to get us started on this. I'm very, very excited. Yay! Audio has been tested. Alright, hello, welcome anyone and everyone to the first installment of what I am calling Formica Friday, because we're going to play as in a colony of Formica ants. That's a thing you're going to learn about in this game. I like ants. I like insects. I like the insect world. It makes me very happy. I've learned actually a lot from the game we're going to be playing. Um, and yes, for the royalty. Um, oh, yes. Oh, we're actually starting off with a crowd. So now we get to come to a consensus. I'm going to be making a new file, a new save of ants for this game. What color should they be? I'm going to go grab the last of my stuff. I'm going to let the chat decide on a color for my ants, and then we're going to hop into the game. I have returned. That means it's time to start, and I see a vote for blue. Let's make sure that this is so good too. Yeah. All right. Let's get the music in there too. Yes. I should have left the music going for the. Thank you. Should have left the music going for the starting soon. I love the music of this game. So, obligatory mention right here at the beginning. Um, if you are bothered by bugs or insects, or not bugs or insects, bugs or spiders or scorpions, any arachnophobia, uh, this game is not for you. Bum 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 ba-da-da-dum, bum bum. I love this. I love the music. It's so good. There is a present on the screen, and I am aware of this, and that is because of the time of year. And we'll do that at some other point. That's a special level. It's the same time I've been running this much stuff on. Oh, apparently the audio cuts when I tab out. Do let me know if things start getting like frame ratey, just because of the things I'm running on the computer at the same time. Let's play the story mode, because I actually think the story mode is kind of silly and funny. I don't know. So let's do a new game. Blue. I actually haven't done a blue one. Colony appearance, we're gonna keep doing Formica, because that's the name of the stream. Start. Oh, colony name. Streamers. We'll get our blue queen.
Ah, I see the queen has taken.
Let's get the audio up a little bit on music. That apply.
Taken well to
Okay.
her new home.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
How long until we can expect to see interspecies polymorphism?
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe the reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
Oh, the scientists. So the scientists don't get names. They're just scientist 1 and scientist 2. And there's so many goddamn memes about scientist 1 and
Come on
scientist
now, my
2.
little ants. You need space to grow. Dig, dig, dig.
Okay, I will dig this one. That single one.
Beginning to expand their territory.
Excellent news.
How do I usually have this set up? Oh yeah, usually
Is something wrong?
I've provided them with food just a few centimeters south of the queen, but
You've never heard this
they don't
dialogue.
seem to be interested.
If they are too distressed to collect food, then we will have to replace the colony and start again.
Such a terrible waste.
Wait, are they gonna kill me if I don't? If I just sit here and do nothing? Is that actually how that's gonna work? If I just don't collect any food, you just do me like that? So, in this overworld story, we're playing as a colony of ants that are just trying to thrive under the care of scientist number two, uh, who's British and kind of an asshole. Um, but we love him. And the way we do that is with like we get extra bonuses, we get extra like food and stuff to upgrade our units by doing story missions, by doing specific missions. Level selection up here. We can do a new home, and then subjugation, and then an experiment that pits us against another set of ants. And each of the like the sub-story missions provide us with resources for the actual story missions, which is us trying to survive as this science colony. You want to make a squirrel simulator. That'd be cool. Very, very vibe. Alright, they're not gonna kill us for not embracing this food, so let's just embrace the food. More food, more ants. More ants, more gathering of food. I got a ghost there. What the heck? How did I get a ghost in there? That's new. 200 hours I've played in this game, and the moment that I start streaming, I get a bug that I've never encountered before. Very appropriate for me. Alright, let's build somewhere to keep all this food. And then let's go outside to get more food. Oh, I can also turn off the numbers so it looks much more natural. There's just food there. Wee. Which is better, Empires of the Undergrowth or Sim Ant? I don't know that I've played Sim Ant, but this feels like Ant Simulator, so I'm going to consider it Ant Simulator. Oh yeah, I know that I need to play the levels. Thank you, game, though. Thank you for caring to remind me. And yeah, we're just in like this science facility. There's the scientist's glasses, science equipment, pipettes. Oh wait, where's my... can I not? Oh goodness. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so I can also slightly turn the camera and then break the camera by turning off nub lock. Cool. Yes, this is a very buggy game. By definition. I do like having the numbers on though, just so I know what we're grabbing. Alright, so not a whole lot is going to happen just yet because this is the starting. This is the starting point, so I have to do some sub-story missions. pick up the rest of this food. I'm aware that I need to play the game. I'm playing my own game. I can get a whole... Oh, I can't get adaptations yet. That just opens up a pause menu. Okay, cool. Look at him go. So all of your ants do move more slowly on any tiles that have been built on them. So you don't want to just build tiles in the middle of them, then you just slow everything down. Let's do the first level. Let's play on Hawk just to have a little kick here, but not so much kick that we need to super micromanage like we do on Extreme and Impossible. Into the rotting log we go.
This Formica Fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
I love the narrator. Very good narration. Alright, let's open up these sides of things.
The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
Get 'em. Alright. This is hard. So there are like a bunch of achievements in each of these levels. I've gotten a lot of them. There's still a bit to go. Almost all of them are locked to extreme or impossible difficulty, so I won't be doing them here because it's a lot, like a lot of me trying things and then hitting restart and trying them again and trying them again. And it's just that, and I enjoy that, but it is very repetitive, so I'm not gonna do those here, except maybe the festive spider level. I might do that one just for fun on here, because why not? Oh, one of the things that you need to do for one of the first achievements is beat the first overworld mission without unlocking black ants, and one of the achievements you could do in this level is beat the level without upgrading any of your ants, which I wish I had known about the first time I went through it, but we got it fairly decently. Let's see. Oh, that's right. That out. Clean that out. There, it's very, very good. Yes, me enjoy playing time with timelines like that. Yeah, nah, couldn't be me. Dig. Let's get some extra
This
workers
colony
here.
must remain small for now.
I don't want
Food
to
is
remain
too
small
scarce
for
to
now.
support greater numbers.
Needy. That's 50 food. So I have my food up here. I have my workers, which I never pay attention to. Soldiers, which I also never paid attention to. Food storage. Let's go. built up a little food storage. Once you get to the actual like missions that involve outside, you usually want to have the food storage right near the what's it called? The exit to the colony, just because it's easier than having to walk all the way back and forth and back and forth. But for these first couple ones, you can just put it wherever, it doesn't matter. Right, and then let's also clear this out. So we need a little bit more food so we can get some soldiers. So I don't have a... If I'm going to be building soldiers here, I don't need... Although this... So I usually have like a full set of workers and then a full set of soldiers. These are just the nest workers. It isn't super necessary if I just go full soldiers. Let's also turn off combat for the workers. Have I played this game before? Oh yes, I have. I've put in. What am I at now on Steam? 200, almost 290 hours on this game. I enjoy it greatly. Thank you for posture check. I do have to bend over occasionally to read my silly Twitch messages. Oh, we can turn on combat to kill off the grubs. Grubs. Also, hello. I don't remember if I said hello, but hello. Alright, let's get some more soldiers. We can wait for the creation of that last soldier there, especially since this is hard. And since we can use our brains. Gather them ants here. I'll wait for you. Come on. Come on, little one. There you go. Dig out this one.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous
Let them
larvae of
start walking
Ochicus
towards me.
arens, the devil's coach horse.
And then steal the
They
food
are
from
born
behind
ready
them.
for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters. If the ants had disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
Yeah. Expand with caution. We don't do that here. We're gonna do the same strategy again.
There are intruders in the nest.
Okay, so now my ants are trickling in. That's actually bad for me, so I'm gonna stop that. At least we have the food stores to back up the combat here. Workers, hold them off. Story time. Alright. There is one specific level in this game that I spent 2 months trying to get an achievement on. This one. This one right here. Where's the heals? Beat one of the late game levels on extreme difficulty without building anything, any medics. And I beat my head against that one for almost 2 months trying to get the achievement. Everything else that I had been, like all of the other ones that I'd been working towards, I grabbed in like a couple of days worth of attempts at most. That one though, that one. Ooh, that sure was one of the achievements of all time, and I now have it. Let's get some extra soldiers. Let's start expanding again. With no caution. Still, wait, let me check. Okay, frames are still fine. Healers are just off the map. Not like this.
There are intruders in the nest.
Get them. And then immediately consume the fallen soldiers. There are a few that can't just immediately consume the fallen soldiers, but like the ones that can, it's so convenient. It's so handy. Oh, your audio. Oh, yeah, it's because I tabbed over. If I tab out of the game for any reason, it just immediately shuts off the audio. Kind of like FTL.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
You know, got him. I don't have. No, I'd have exactly enough food for this brood. Let's do it again.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
I didn't even need to steal the food behind him. I just killed him. Love that for me. Alright, that's this entire south half of this. That's the entire south half of this map cleared out. Next is the top half, north side, which is a bit more of a challenge, especially on the higher difficulties.
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders. but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Get him. Munch that food. Alright, it will be decent to put a few more food storages up there a little bit closer to where the action is. And then build up more soldiers. Oh, soldiers that I won't be able to feed. Alright, let's get them. Some more food. Look at them all go. They're so good. I could build a second brood of soldiers, or I could start upgrading the ones I have. Let's play the numbers game. Where's the adult? Okay, so the only adult on hard is up here. The only ones are up here at the top. On like extreme or impossible, there's an adult in here. There's an adult in here. Is there an adult in this one? I don't think there's an adult in this one. But those two also have them. And they're beefy. And I'm gonna kill these.
There are intruders in the nest.
Our nest. Get out of here. I love the sound of all of the eggs popping at the same time.
There are intruders in the nest.
I like with the health bar's on.
There are intruders in the nest.
Get him. Yeah. Give us the fuel for more ants. Alright, up here, the little beetles, the impossible level achievement for this is, the woodlice, have the last creatures you burrow out be woodlice, which means you have to do, you have to save both of these, either both of them or just save this one over here for last. just tough because you need the food that they give you in order to clear the beetle. You gotta be like the adult beetle. You gotta be like real smart about it, strategic. Yeah. Let's do it again.
There are intruders in the nest.
Funnel them out that direction. And then my workers can come in behind and take all of the food. Assuming that they'll actually break the door or break the walls down. Okay, good. Excellent. And we do it again. Alright, now we're at the point where we can just start, like, upgrading some of these here ants. Maybe hold off on that one so my colony doesn't start starving, and then the narrator says the colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
There are intruders in the nest.
Excellent. Another wave cleared. Another pocket cleared, rather. Let's clear these out now. And then push into the adults. All the upgrades.
Predators are loose in the nest. The
Oh
larvae
no, it
must
is
be
the
protected.
adult.
The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully
It's
developed
dead.
devil's coach horse beetle.
Narrator hasn't
And
even
it's
finished
hungry for
explaining,
breakfast.
and it's dead.
The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants. The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood. There are intruders in the nest.
Get him. And we are starting to trickle, so let's have them group up right here. Ah, but those are the big. Okay, yeah. Everybody assembled. Get him. The power of numbers. And we win.
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising
Look at the
power
cute
in the
little larva.
Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
I love getting to see, like, in the post-game part of this, your ants, like, bringing back the spoils of your victory. I don't know, I really like it. I could play more, but, like, there's nothing to kill, and there's not a whole lot more to eat, so, end level. And back to the overworld, and that's the first level.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Now I can purchase some upgrades. Let's purchase the black ant. I don't have jelly slot for that, but I do have the ability, just enough jelly to get it to an upgrade. And now I actually could start building some black ant soldiers off of the colony we just played as. Because the ants that we're playing as here are like gene thieves. Each time you play as one of the sub-story missions, you unlock the ant you play as there for your colony here. Where do I want my queen's assistants? Let's have them right here. That's going to be the extra nesting group.
The Queen has begun to lay new eggs.
Perfect. We will soon have a thriving colony.
The more nest workers that so you can like put all of your units into different groups. There's always the nest workers though. And you can just have other workers assigned to the nest. The more nest workers, the more like quickly your ants will get anything that happens in the nest will happen. So like your units don't just respawn. Each of these ants is bringing an egg from the queen back to the tile that they came from. And you can see the larvae start to slowly grow. If you don't have anyone working the nest, that won't happen. So if everyone dies outside, you're fucked. there's nothing more you can do. So you always want to have folks working the nest. It's important. But these ants can be a little explorative. Come over here and get some more food. Nom nom. This is why we have the food storage right next to the entrance on any of these levels, so we can just pop right back in, pop right back out. I also love just watching the row of ants just chip away at all of this on the mini map. Very satisfying. It's like this game I used to play called Life Gen. It was an old Windows 95 game. You played as a virus infecting other squares, and you could watch it slowly spread or get pushed back. Among many other things that you could do with making those patterns. It was literally just a making patterns game. I liked the one where you could play as the virus. Nom 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 nom. Alright, let's upgrade our food storage. So that we can absorb even more food. Upgrading food storage at least once is so worth it because it goes up so much. I went from 440 to 1,150 just from a full sweeping upgrade. More than doubles it. It's good. So are the other ones out there too, just to get some more food into our storage. Don't actually need anything happening in the nest right now. So we can afford to send the nest workers out there. Sometimes you do want to send the nest workers out, like early on. It can be a risky strat, but it can be worth it sometimes. One of the levels, if you can send your workers out early and like grab specific resources from areas before they start sending workers out, you start off with a huge early game boon. It's very good. It's very good. It's very important in that specific level. There's also another one where you actually the one I spent 2 months on. The initial strategy is you have to send out your workers to collect the food that your soldiers are killing. If you don't, for every soldier that you have out there who picks up food and starts walking back to the colony, it's one less soldier that's actually making the food drop. So you can get more bang for your buck if you can get more bang for your buck if you have the workers go out with the first couple of first couple of raids, because you play as raiding ants. So many goddamn types of ants, I love it. There's enough of that one. Let's do the second level. Let's also play this one. We played this we'll do it on hard, and then we'll do the challenge after that as well. This is a colony of ants. I don't know if I can say the name of on Twitch. The game will say it for me. The name of this level is subjugation. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. I need to use the facilities. BRB. I have returned. Who missed me? Disconnected from the server. Heh. Strange. Alright. Going to hope that things are okay, and it's actually still showing. Let me see if it pops up on my side. Oh, did that crash as well? Oh dear. No.
This Formica fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her
No, it's
first
still going.
brood.
Okay, cool.
While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely.
We will be prepared for the inevitable incursion. Alright, this is one of the ones where I'm actually going to have them
Formica sanguinea are not the only
build the food storage right on
danger
top
for the fledgling colony. There is something even more
the
sinister
entrance.
nearby, lurking in the darkness.
Alright, so there is actually a way to cheese this level. And I could do it, and I have done it. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm actually going to play it the way it is intended to be played. So the objective here is to build up enough forces to repel any invaders. Unfortunately, some other timely unwelcome guests are. There it is.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
So the moment that I kill one of the spiders, enemy ants will start raiding my nest. But if I avoid all of that, turn off combat and let them just grab things, then I can get myself a bit of food without having to worry about my forces as much. Had the wrong thing selected. Oops. Get him. Got him. No, I'm gonna wait to build those. Gonna wait to build those tiles. Need a little bit more food. Ah, one of them got caught. That's fine.
The battle has begun.
What battle? Who's battling? No one should be battling.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
Alright. I feel comfortable enough to start poking the beast.
There are intruders in the nest.
Get him.
By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem.
Alright. Now we're gonna start getting raided.
A Sanguinia scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on
That
the colony
scout
is now
can't
inevitable.
be stopped,
The question
unfortunately.
remains.
And there's another achievement on this one. Beat it on impossible difficulty after losing no more than one egg.
Remains as to
That
whether they
is
will
that
merely
one
pillage a
egg.
generation of
The one
young,
that they take at the
or
beginning.
wipe out the colony entirely.
That's the one that's the
In
only
the
one
end,
you
it will
can
come
lose.
down to the tenacity of the defending ants. There are intruders in the nest. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Get 'em.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Get 'em.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Ah, valiant
The brood
defenders
remains
be
safe.
we.
For now. The ants must defend themselves.
Clear the path.
The colony is starving.
Ah,
There
there
is
it
not
is.
enough
The
food to
colony is
feed the new
starving.
brood.
Of course it is. No, it's not. That should be enough for the workers.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
Or be exterminated.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Get 'em!
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Upgrade everything. Alright, final raid is incoming, which means that we need to build up our reserves right now.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Get 'em! Yeah, we did it.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest
Very
with
fast.
new black ant larvae
Very
to
good.
raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Yeah, we did it. Good stuff.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Alright, so now we can upgrade level 3 for that. Let's get some extra worker power. And then we're going to do those again. Challenge mode on. The challenge for both, like in a set of sub-story missions, the challenge is the same for both
This
missions.
Formica Fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
Okie dokie, have a good heading out. Thank you for swinging by. Doing this one on
Unfortunately, the
challenge,
queen
I'll be doing
chose
the
her
next one
colony's
on
home
challenge, and then I'll
poorly.
be doing
This earth is
the story
infested
mission
with Grillatalpa
advance, and then
grillatalpa,
that'll be
the European
it
mole cricket.
for today.
Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling.
Grillatalpa.
The crickets have had their fill of roots
This
for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
There, now we actually have forces or food to back up our forces.
The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
We need to move fast. Let's go.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest.
Oh, that's
The
not
ants
good
must come onto
timing for me.
defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Leave my workers alone. So the challenge for these first two levels are that mole crickets are constantly burrowing into the nest, which is unfortunately a constant drain upon my resources, which is what makes it a challenge. The challenge, the final one on this one that I haven't gotten is beat it on impossible after 50 crickets have attacked. So somehow I have to be able to last out 50 crickets with these very limited resources.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters. The queen is in imminent danger.
Oh no. Protect the queen.
If the ants had disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must
Yeah, I must expand with caution. I
Expand with
know.
caution. There are intruders in the nest.
Run, little ant.
There are intruders in the nest. Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Actually, let's deal with the one that's by the food storage. I mean, I guess I just split my forces. Whatever. Yeah, because this one I don't need to deal with really. Because I knew it was in the spawn point. It wasn't going anywhere.
There are intruders in the nest. These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge
Get
them.
'em. Build our little food storage pockets right in these two corners.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Oh, that's not terribly concerning. You're coming out of the my spawn point? That's funny. To me.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Got him. Just break this whole terrain. Why not?
There are intruders in the nest.
Alright, and now instead of trickling, we just gather. Yes! He's Bug. He's me. Also, hi Dan. Welcome in. Welcome to Bug Game. Hope you're okay with spooters. Arachnophobia warning abounds.
There are intruders in the nest.
They're not touching you, so it's fine. Good.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the
Spooders.
nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Got it. Let's upgrade that side. Let's upgrade that side. Let's take care of these mole crickets. Get out of my nest. You're very rude. Yes, get me that upgrade. No, not the regen. I mean, yes, the regen. I like the regen, but get me my upgrade. Let's go with fully upgrading these instead of going for numbers. Let's go with upgrades instead. See how that plays out different. If it plays out different. Upgrades, upgrades. I love putting in upgrades. First time I did this, and then like I saw the achievement failed thing flashed because I just upgraded a thing. I was like, what? No.
Predators are loose in the nest.
I turned off
The
achievement
larvae
tracking
must
for
be
my
protected.
first playthrough just to like, so
The
it
ants
didn't
have stumbled
flash.
into the
Oh
path
yeah,
of a fully developed
achievement
devil's
failed
coach
while I
horse
was just
beetle,
playing the game
and it's
normally.
hungry for
But
breakfast.
I've turned it on ever
The beetle
since.
is almost 4 times the size of a black ant and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants. The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Corpse really wasn't that meaty. It was not going to support dozens of new brood. Speed boost tiles also count for upgrades. Very helpful.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Grab the 50s. Grab the... Okay. Alright. That strategy did not pan out. We got a few of the larva down. Time to gather the troops and hold the line. Actually, at this point, let's just put them back on nest support. The more eggs laid, the better. Oh no, mole cricket time. Yeah, keep chipping away at them before you die.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Come on, finish burrowing. And now melt. Queen's just sitting here like there's a fleet of enemies like a half an inch away from her. Huzzah.
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
We did it. Always boost our jelly because we need upgrades and level. FTL hated you yesterday. Did you have multiple dream sequences? Did many runs
How
not
is the
count?
colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt. The Reptor workers have raised their first Formica fusca ant.
Finally, we have the opportunity to observe multiple species within the same colony.
Let's have all of these be in the same marker and then send everybody out to go get... Actually, let's have you guys kind of be in here to help out, and then we can have these two be the separate groups. Doesn't really make a difference at this stage in the game. Alright, abilities. Let's get some abilities on our attackers. Increase attack speed. Reduce incoming physical damage. I kind of like reduce incoming physical damage. just continuously body block them from getting anywhere into my nest. On dropping below 40% health, retreat for 0.5 seconds. I've never understood what this does. Because they do that automatically. When out of combat, regenerate 4 extra health per second. I feel like if you could combine those, that'd be amazing. But like, what's up with the self-preservation? See what it does. Why not? Why not? We can also boost individual stats here. Playing Mantis Ship all the way to the end, cloaking combo, and an unlucky hack on my weapons. One of Jamie's followers who joined my streams pointed out, if you want to have a better time with that, turn off the advanced content, because that disables the enemy hacking at the end of the game. It's a much easier fight at that point. Much easier fight. And all it costs you is you don't get Lanius. And a few of the other things, like if you wanted to go in with hacking, but like, you just turn it off. I felt very silly finally beating the game on normal, just because I had turned off advanced content. I don't have enough to get these upgrades. Oh yeah, I want the efficient brood. Alright, let's do this one with the challenge. This one I might cheese. Just by simply not killing a spider.
This Formica Fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers established their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the Queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillotalpa grillotalpa, the European
Good
mole
old
cricket,
Grillotalpa.
growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs. These beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured. Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
In hindsight, probably should not have gone workers first. Alright. Let's get some soldiers out here.
There are intruders in the nest. The ants must fight.
Grab what you can. Grab food. Not that food.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the
Yes,
new
just
brood.
keep grabbing the 25s, please.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Good. That 15 should be out of sight of my workers. It is usually always some kind of choice between upgrading or building more workers. Upgrading and building another worker tile costs the same. An extra worker tile gets you, or just anybody gets you an extra body, whereas the upgrade is very good. Each spawn though costs 10% of what you build with it. So you gotta, if it costs like 100 to build an ant tile, you should not build it when you have 100 food. You should wait until you have 110, because otherwise you won't be able to hatch them. I learned that
The ants must
a long
fight.
time. Oh yeah, the spider down here. I honestly forgot that we had opened that up. Whoopsies.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The
Oh,
larvae
I didn't mean
must
to be
protected.
clicking any of those. What? Okay, well, now we've clicked that. Now we've broken that out.
By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. A Sanguinius scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid
Also,
on the
there's
colony
no
is
way to
now
kill that.
inevitable.
This scout,
The
you can't
question
engage it
remains
in
as to
combat.
whether they
It
will
will
merely
take
pillage
that.
a generation of young,
It
or
will
wipe
take
out the
that egg.
colony
It is
entirely.
scripted.
In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
Alright, so I procced that a little bit earlier than I wanted to, which is fine. Now I just have to build up fast enough to account for that.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
And that's the problem. Frickin' mole crickets.
There are intruders in the nest.
Alright, let's defend this against this
The
raid.
raiding party
Get
has
'em.
arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
Try to hydrate everybody. Let's get back into this. I was like, why can't I upgrade these? Oh yeah, I accidentally tunneled out the walls around them earlier. Having walls near your thing lets you upgrade, but just open space does not.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a
Get 'em.
defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Excuse me.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinia will subjugate or exterminate. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Yeah,
The
we're the
brood
valiant
remains
defenders.
safe for now.
Upgrades. And now to survive the
Predators
final
are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The battle has begun.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Nah, not on my watch. Get eliminated before I even see
Once again,
what's
the slave makers
green.
return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually, they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continue.
And we will win. The impossible on challenge mode there is lose 50 eggs before winning.
How is the colony progressing?
So you
The
really
queen
have to
is
like
exhibiting interesting new
put
behaviors. I believe the
just
colony
a
is beginning
sacrificial
to
brood
adapt.
colony up front where I would normally have the food storage. And they just keep taking from there. You don't even bother trying to protect them. Let them die there. It's a little crazy, but like do what you gotta do. Alright, let's upgrade that. Dodging attacks. And then let's do second wind. I do like second wind for the queen. Everything upgrade. upgrade more. If everything is maximized, they can't hurt us. All the upgrades, including the workers, because why not? Let them move a little bit better. All right, and now we build up the reserve food so that we can actually handle the assault we're about to weather. Music on this game is so goddamn good. Get out of here, blues. All right. So now we have our... Let's have it like this. And then let's keep our nest occupied. And let's begin the first experiment on her.
I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these eruptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
God, the music.
The Raptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Yeah, we responded
Excellent.
really
Let's
quickly.
see how they handle a
It's
few
almost like we
more,
know what
shall
we're doing.
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants.
20 whole ants. I want the music. I want more music.
Our Raptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though.
Yeah, don't add
We
more
don't
than
want
30.
to harm the queen.
Understood.
You wanna bet whether he's gonna add more than
I
30?
wonder how they will react to a rival Orepta colony. Introducing 40 rival Orepta ants.
He done did it. Scientist 2, you've done it again.
Excellent. Introducing a further 50 rival Orepta ants.
Get him.
Fascinating. Now let's try 60 Orepta ants.
Get him.
A superb response.
I don't need these paltry
You're doing
seeds.
admirably, my Erectors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface. What about a combination of Orepta and Fusca? Let's start with 20 of each.
Let's upgrade some of these.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective.
And then let's go gather the spoils of war.
It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30.
I really wasn't fighting on two fronts, Mr. Scientist 2. I was mostly just fighting in my own home base. Alright, let's get back in there and amp up this defense. Oh, which also reminds me, let's...
Magnificent! Once again, our Ereptors triumph. Some seeds on the surface for my succeeding Ereptors. Gather them quickly.
He's so manic, I love it.
The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors?
Easy, by holding the line at my front door. I'm not fighting outside. But these homies are holding the line out here, these 3 ants. Oh my goodness. These These three ants by themselves are just all holding the line against this one sustained flow. Jesus Christ. Inside my base, everyone's holding. These
Let's make
three
things a
ants are
little
just
more interesting.
going
shall we?
ham.
Enter the Devil's
The
Coach Horse.
squad. I'm not even telling them to do this. They're just advancing towards the enemy spawn point. I have no control over them. They're just doing this. Okay. They just have that 2 blocked down. That's a little
What?
ridiculous.
I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
I don't think anything's harming me this round, Mr. Scientist 2. Look at that. Those 3 ants are still holding the line. They've barely taken any damage. It's a lot of Devil's Coach Horse beetles. Just have those locked down. It's so ridiculous.
Perhaps that's enough for now.
They just murdered an entire colony. Turned around and grabbed some food like it was no big deal. That was insane.
How has the colony been responding?
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fuska ants, as you
Yep,
suggested.
20, 25, and 30.
Perhaps
No
we
other,
can provide more of a challenge for them
no
next
other
time.
amounts.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Get more jelly. And now we can
Let's see how the
afford one
colony
of
grows
these,
over the
which
next
I
few
will
days.
do.
Now that they have experienced battle, I expect to see a significant rise in the number of soldiers.
Royal Guard. This Royal Guard is always a good one. Ooh, can I already get wood ants? Yes, but I have to, well, I have to get more jelly, which I would have to do by doing the next set of sub-story missions. Which I'm not going to do this stream, because that's my 2.5 hour mark. That's this whole first level with the black ants. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I enjoy this game greatly. So, that's gonna do it for me. Oh, at least for this, for the main story mission. Which reminds me, we could check out the, the present one. I actually haven't played that one in full, and I would want, like, it's a completely different mechanic. So maybe I'll do that one next time on here. I want to actually, like, give it a fair shot. I just want my food stores to fill. And when we can sit in our base and be comfy and cozy and happy. Having tier 3 units at this point in the game is huge. Food stores are full. And that is my cue. Save for Macarium. Quit to main menu. Right, thank you anyone and everyone for swinging through by for my Ants game. This has been Empires of the Undergrowth, and I shall be resuming this at some point. probably immediately off camera. But we'll do the next set of story missions next time. Night, y'all.